pounds heavier than Mirko. Is that going to affect Silva's notoriously renowned conditioning?
Another fight, I would say yes, but not with Wanderlei. It's not going to affect it at all.
The Saitama Super Arena has turned into a power station. It is electrified for this tilt. MMA fans wanted a dream match, and Trig, it doesn't get any better than versus Silva.
Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. To get to you have to be aggressive. Oh my gosh. This definitely, we saw standing in the corner. He is completely pissed off about this fight. He is not happy at all.
Nice middle kick by and a good left hand as well as there's Silva. The one thing on Silva is his wild striking. The southpaw, can come back with that straight left like that.
Doing an incredible job of getting out of the way of all the punches. This is what I was talking about. The man who controls the ground and pound.
And he definitely raining down a series of hammer fists on Wanderlei Silva. The crowd at Saitama is going crazy. So now let's see. Surprisingly, said in an interview that he felt that he and Silva were equal on the ground. Silva is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. of course, is trained by world Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion Fabricio Verdun.
Now remember, when we talk about a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, that's with the gi on. This is an MMA fight. We all know that Wanderlei is great on the ground, but it's about being in no gi, being able to punch and kick. As I say that,
nice up kick. He was maneuvering for the armbar, and they are back on their feet. Were you surprised that was able to take Silva down so early?
No, because the way he does his wild punching, you can see Silva's got... Oh, no! He got dropped! He got dropped! Straight left hand put him right through the canvas.
We just talked about it. Silva's unorthodox striking techniques, the wide punches, and tagged him with a straight left.
You can see that Silva's right eye is starting to swell up, and that's from the left hand that he hit earlier before he put him down.
One thing about Silva, an amazing ability to recover rapidly when hurt in a fight. He'll have to really recover here if he wants to win this fight.
I like the way Krokop's being patient on top. He's not trying to burn himself out. He's picking his punch, he's picking his position.
Krokop, the only man in the tournament to have faced, or the Final Four to have faced the other competitors. 2 wins against Josh Barnett, a loss to Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and a draw, of course, with Wanderlei Silva at Pride 20. Also the only semifinalist not to have held a major title. Look at that eye, Trig.
I'm telling you right now, you do not, if I'm Wanderlei, I do not want to...
Well, you know who is the more popular of the two fighters. Wanderlei Silva getting an incredible reaction from the crowd. And Mirko, though, continues. And look at Silva now. You see the desperation, Trig. Wildly striking from the bottom.
He's got to use his legs a little bit more. He's not using his legs on Krokop. See how he's just kind of limply have his legs wrapped around Krokop's body. He's got to use them to his advantage. If he brings his legs high like he's trying to do right now, he'll tie Krokop's arms up so he can't swing back.
Krokop, of course, trying to control from the guard there. Silva, again, very active on the bottom, trying to maneuver for a possible armbar again, trying to grip the wrists of Krokop. What does Krokop have to do here, though, Trig, as Silva right now fighting for his life in this tournament?
Right now, what Krokop's doing is head down. It's not a great striking position. We all know that Krokop's a great striker. He needs to posture up, sit up, get position, get distance between him and Wanderlei so he can throw the straight left, straight down to the body, straight down to the head. Being
in this position and restarting from this position, doesn't it, in a sense, help Silva a bit recover? Because right now we're seeing Krokop not able to continue to exploit that injury over the right eye.
If I were Krokop, I would have hoped for this to start back up on my feet. And, you know, I'm a little bit, and I've been known to be a little bit of an aggressive fighter. And you know, right now, if I'm Krokop, I'm throwing to the right eye, and I'm trying to close it up like you said. The longer this fight goes on, the better it is for Krokop because the eye's going to swell up a lot more. They got a lot more close. So, in Krokop's position, he doesn't need to go crazy trying to stop this fight.
There was a
but
hammer
Wanderlei
fist.
Needs to, for sure. He needs to get up and get after it.
Now in the open guard there. Now back to a closed guard, but Silva in a world of trouble here thanks to an early sublime straight left. You see the evidence of that left on the screen there. The right eye of Wanderlei Silva. Mirko trying to pepper him with hammer fists, but Silva really right now just wants to keep Krokop close to him. It's not like he's totally defensive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about his recovery time earlier. He's completely recovered right now, but it's just smart for him. for him to be in this position, it makes a lot of sense for him to stay here. Not going to take much more damage. You can do a little peppering shots to Krokop as he's on his back.
This is similar to how we saw Silva in the Pride middleweight tournament when he was in the battle against Ricardo Arona, and that's what Arona was able to do, to control him from that position and, of course, give him his first loss in over 5 years in the middleweight division. But now Mirko Krokop definitely doing damage to Wanderlei Silva. We talked about him being defensive. He's now been issued one of those yellow cards, which means a 10% deduction to his purse. And of course, 3 yellow cards means a disqualification.
I got to tell you what, I don't think that's for being defensive. I think it's because when he got up, he had a mouthful of blood and he dropped it on the mat.
Okay, well,
that's one of the things they don't want you to do, is to spit blood out.
It'll be interesting to see, because he definitely was defensive from the bottom, but they're back on their feet. And now Silva again. Another nice middle kick delivered by Krokop.
He's doing a much better job. Krokop's elbows are starting to come up a little bit. His shoulders starting to get tight to his neck. It looks like he's getting a little tired.
And unfortunately, the desperation that Silva feels, you can see it in his punches, getting wilder and wilder with those looping lefts and rights. Needs to settle down, rethink his game plan against one of the best strikers in the business in Mirko Krokop. We have passed the midway point of round 1. Nice by Silva.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it's great to see how Krokop's backing out. Oh, nice middle kick. We're already starting to see the redness on Wanderlei's right side of his hip.
Krokop, kick!
Oh no!
We told you the left high kick has sent many opponents to the MMA mausoleum. Add Wanderlei Silva to the list. Mirko Krokop is on his way to the final.
I can't believe that. He threw one head-high left kick, and that was it, and put Wanderlei down. He did a great job of picking his spots, picking his position, used his hands to set everything up. Wanderlei wasn't even looking for the leg kick anymore because he never threw one head kick, and when he finally threw it, it connected. Ended the fight.
At 5 minutes and 20.